Hi, I'm David Penn, Research Analyst with Finovate. Thank you for joining us for our 25 and 5 Rapid Fire interview series here at Finovate Europe. Joining me today is Andrew Budd. He is the CEO and founder of iProov. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to this.
Excellent. Now, before we begin, I thought maybe you could tell us just a little bit about yourself and about iProov.
So iProov is a London-based business that authenticates and assures the genuine presence of remote users online on any device, no matter what brand or platform it is. We use face verification and we assure against spoofs and digital injection attacks. We're used by governments and businesses worldwide, millions of times every month. I'm an engineer. I'm a graduate engineer, and I spent 25 years helping to build the European mobile communications industry before entering the identity space about 8 years ago.
Excellent, excellent. And I want to encourage all of you to check out iProov's demo at Finovate Europe this week, as well as some of the things we have in the archives. There are multiple Best of Show winner with Finovate, so I think there's going to be some technology that you're really going to find fascinating if you take the time to check it out. So please do that. So let's go ahead and get started with our 25 and 5. Are you ready to roll? I'm
ready to roll.
All right, here we go. First up, your favorite technology company outside of fintech?
Well, I dream about owning a Tesla. I've driven a Tesla on a number of occasions, and it's, you know, they put Rolls-Royce in the shade.
Excellent. Do you use a robo-advisor for your personal investments?
Absolutely not. In the years before he died, my father was busily inventing an investment strategy model, which proved to be outstandingly successful. So I don't need a robo-advisor.
Fantastic. Your favorite color?
Oh, I'm a red guy, definitely red, scarlet crimson.
Excellent. State your most unpopular technology opinion.
I make a habit of having as many unpopular technology opinions as possible. Historically, the one that was most unpopular was that cell phones wouldn't succeed and survive, and actually short-range premises cordless technology would be the way that we would all make phone calls. Well, Wi-Fi kind of did okay, but I was substantially wrong, as well as being unpopular.
What's your favorite mode of public transportation?
I love trains. I'm a train guy, preferably ones that goes through mountains.
I hear you. If you were not involved in fintech, what would you be doing for a living?
Look, I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. I design things to solve problems. You know, I do anything that involved creating difficult engineering solutions, nice engineering solutions to difficult problems.
Excellent, excellent. Which is more majestic as far as you're concerned, the mountains or the sea?
Oh, mountains. I love mountains. The last time I went to the sea, I got stung by a jellyfish, and the time before that, I stood on something really unpleasant called a weaver fish, which I really don't recommend. You don't run those hazards in mountains.
Excellent response. What's your favorite sport or recreational activity?
Climbing mountains. Every year for 40 years, practically, I've spent every summer with my family climbing mountains. The children came up mountains with us from virtually the week they were born.
Wow, fascinating. What's the best city for technology startups that nobody knows about?
I don't know. I don't know about it.
All right, how about this? Who's the bigger visionary, Steve Jobs or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk has executed has executed before anyone else an idea that everyone knew was coming. Steve Jobs conceived the inconceivable. So although I might not want to have got stuck in a lift with Steve Jobs, he was undoubtedly the greater visionary.
Oh, fascinating. Do you own a smartwatch?
I do, actually. Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your favorite vacation spot or getaway?
The Alps.
The Alps.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sea above. Give me a mountain to climb, winter or summer.
Excellent. Here's one. Do you own more in digital assets like Bitcoin or more in physical assets like gold and silver?
No.
Here's one.
I'm afraid I don't own any Bitcoin. I think I'm a little old to take it seriously.
I know what you mean. How about this? You're about to be interviewed on TV by Oprah about your great work as an artist. Are you a literary artist, a musical artist, or a dramatic artist?
Literary. I'm a word guy.
Okay. Your favorite holiday?
Well, actually, you'll be astonished to know it's climbing mountains with my family.
Being on holiday. Perfect.
Getting a theme.
Okay. Let's look a little bit more about specifically about iProov. What would you say is the problem that your company solves?
How to establish trust in a remote user online in a really, really inclusive way.
Excellent, excellent, extremely timely. What would you say is the most unique factor about your company's technology?
That we can establish the genuine presence of a person without getting them to do anything. So we managed to simultaneously deliver outstanding usability and super strong security and outstandingly good privacy.
And you would say your company's primary customers are who?
People who care about security and inclusivity, governments and financial institutions, healthcare organizations, digital identity providers.
Excellent. And what would you say is the most important thing about building a strong team?
Trust. Competent and trust. Don't employ people if you're not going to trust them. Delegate to them and work as a team and tell the truth to each other all the time.
Excellent. Where do you see iProov in the next, say, 2 to 3 years?
Oh, we're going to be more than doubling every year for the foreseeable future.
Excellent. Okay. Let's get into a few more of the fun ones. What gets you more excited, artificial intelligence or open banking?
Open banking is one of those. Open banking is an interesting structural thing, whereas artificial intelligence is a fundamental change in technology. It's an amazingly powerful and scalable tool for doing anything. I mean, artificial intelligence is incredible. It's the biggest step backwards from the Enlightenment for the last 400 years.
Wow, wow. How about your favorite season of the year?
I love spring. May in the mountains, when the ayuke plant is beginning to flower on the slopes of the northwestern Alps is just stupendous.
Wow, you make it sound that way. How about this? It's time to relax. Are you more likely to read a book or listen to music?
I do both, actually.
Okay.
And sometimes I do them at the same. I do them at the same time. Reading books is fundamental because it gets you in the zone. And in a world of social media and constant interruptions and text messaging and emails, getting into the zone and staying there for any length of time is becoming harder and harder. And the process of reading a good, well-written book, I think, is fundamental to one's mental health. And if you have to listen to a piece of if one wants to listen to a beautifully architected piece of Baroque music by Handel, that makes it all the better.
I hear you. March is Women's History Month. What would you say your message is to women in fintech?
So I'm the father of 3 grown-up daughters who have provided me with a tremendous enlightenment as just the difficulties that women in technology and women in financial services organizations actually face. And I think the answer is keep going, guys. Keep going, guys, and keep explaining how the rest of us can make it easier and better for you.
Fantastic.
A world of talent there to be unlocked.
Excellent, excellent. And our last question, what would you say is your favorite thing about being a part of Finovate Europe this year?
I love Finovate. I love Finovate Europe. I'm afraid the buzz of having to give a really time-boxed, flawless demonstration in front of an enormous room full of people, whether it was in London or Berlin, was just such an adrenaline rush, and we always loved doing it. It's not quite the same doing it to screen, but the challenge was still the same. How do we get our idea across in a high energy, time-boxed way so that at the end the audience are both comprehend what we're saying and are excited about it and get the right takeaways, buzzing with how what they saw was undoubtedly the best of show for Finovate Europe 2021.
Fantastic. And that does it for our 25 and 5. We're done. Thank you very much for participating.
Thank you very much, David.
Great. And again, I want to encourage everyone to check out iProov at Finovate Europe. Again, one of our multiple-time best of show winning companies. So it's certainly something that our audiences have enjoyed time and time again. So go ahead and take a look and see what all the fuss is about with iProov at Finovate Europe this week. Thank you again, Andrew, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, David.